G'day friends, Marty Ware from Marty's Garden, and Australia is under a biosecurity alert. And it's about seed. Unfortunately, the Department of Agriculture believe that soil-borne pathogens may enter our food resources here and create a food bio breakdown. And look, it already happened already with rock melons. People died, and now you've got to buy treated rock melon seed. I'm very passionate about seed. I've got my own little seed business that I've been working on for a little while now and slowly growing it. Unfortunately, a lot of seed companies may go down the drain if this goes through because we import all our seed from Australia. I think 99% of the seed comes from overseas. So what does that mean? Well, if you're a market gardener, you're a backyard gardener, you're a small space farmer, you're in the organics industry, you just want to grow your own fresh food at home, but you want to have full control from your seed from the beginning to the end on the plants that you grow, well, you're not going to have that. And that's a really big issue, I believe in. So, listen, I've made a video, and it's still going to keep going, and then there's a link down below to this actual content. Now, I really want to hear what's going on in your country as well, what you believe. I'm very passionate about creating a fresh food future for all. That's what I believe in, and I really believe in helping people grow fresh food at home to stay healthy, well, mental health, balanced life, the whole lot, and that's the reason why I do it. So I really want to hear from you guys as well. Watch the rest of the video about this article. The link's in there, and I'll see you at the end of the video before you go. Organics industry shocked by official plan for forced chemical sprays. The range of organic vegetables available in Australia would shrink and hundreds of organic businesses be devastated under federal government plans to change import rules. The industry has warned. The Department of Agriculture and Water Resources has proposed compulsory fungicide treatment on a host of vegetable seeds entering Australia, saying increasing globalisation of the vegetable seed trade, among other factors, has brought a heightened risk of pathogens entering the country. The change would apply to some brassicaceous crops, including broccoli, cauliflower, kale, rocket, cabbage, turnip, bok choy, Brussels sprouts, and radishes. Australia is almost totally reliant on imported vegetable seeds. However, seeds treated with fungicide would not be considered organic, meaning the range of organic or pesticide-free vegetables grown in Australia would fall dramatically under the proposal. The department earlier this year imposed mandatory fungicide treatment on some melons. The organics industry says broadening the treatment to such a wide range of vegetables would affect food consumers as well as market farms, home gardeners, small seed suppliers, community and school gardens, and fresh produce markets. Andrew Jones of Burrapi Farms near Queanbeyan in New South Wales grows chemical-free produce including brassicaceous crops, which he sells at markets and direct to households. He said the change would kill my business and the customers would be left no choice but to buy a chemically affected plant. People are trying to do what they can to be chemical free. For me, that's important, and for my customers, that's important, Mr. Jones said. His produce includes weird things such as purple and orange cauliflower and blue kale, which are not readily available elsewhere. If the changes are implemented, his farm would be limited to growing one of a few domestically supplied common brassicaceous crop seeds that have not been chemically treated. If I'm just selling a white cauliflower, I don't have a purple cauliflower or something that sets me aside from regular markets, then I'm just a vegetable seller, Mr. Jones said. The cost of untreated seeds would also rise steeply, which be reflected in the price of his produce. People will not pay $8 for my cauliflower if they are at the $2 shops, he said. Green Harvest Organic Supplies Chief Executive Francis Michaels, whose small business has supplied organic heirloom vegetables for 25 years, said mandatory fungicide treatment will make it difficult to continue.
It would be hard to justify maintaining an organic certification without being able to supply a wide range of vegetable seeds, she said. Mrs. Michaels, whose Queensland-based business employs 23 people, said the department should offer an alternative organic solution to mandatory fungicide treatment, such as testing. Not even suggesting this is under consideration is a slap in the face to the organic industry, she said. Mrs. Michaels has started an online petition against the proposal, which she says threatens Australia's vegetable biodiversity and food security. Australian Certified Organic General Manager Sachin Ayachit, whose organisation is the nation's largest organic certifier, said the change would have a seismic effect on the industry. The sheer volume, the number of plant varieties we are talking about is a huge issue, he said. Several hundreds of his growers would be affected, as would exporters of organic produce. Mr. Ayachit said vegetables grown from fungicide-treated seed would not be considered organic under his organisation's standards or national export standards. He said there were few certified organic seed suppliers in Australia, and so consumers may not have certified organic product available in the category that are under review by the department. While certifiers could not provide exemptions, allowing some produce from seed that has undergone mandatory fungicide treatment to still be classed as organic. This defeated the intent of the standard and defies consumer expectations, he said. In a statement, the department said biosecurity was paramount and the review aimed to ensure ongoing protection for Australia's vegetable industry from increasing biosecurity risks. The review recognised the importance of ensuring Australian producers could access imported seeds, but also there is an increased risk of seed-borne pathogens and the importance of managing that risk. The proposed mandatory treatment will help the management risk of the pathogens being introduced to Australia, it said. The draft proposal is available for public comment until April 19th.
So what do you think of that, guys? It's really interesting, isn't it? Now, we are under a bio-food security alert here. There is no doubt about that at all. But the problem is, it's not going to be cost efficient for the government to test every seed that comes through. So it's looking as though we're going to have a big problem on our hands unless we start growing our own seed and start buying it off other farmers and things like that. Now, I know you guys have got problems in other parts of the world. These videos seem to reach most of America and UK and things like that. But I want to let you know what's going on over here. And also want to hear from you guys what's going on over there, because we don't hear in the media much what's going on other than it's passed on via social media and things like that. So I really look forward to hearing what you guys have got to say. And I'm totally into this fresh food thing, and I really want to get that out there and get as many people growing as much food as they can at home, even if it's just some sprouts, some microgreens and a couple of tomatoes. It just changes lives. And I believe that you believe that too. Alright, I'm Marty Ware from Marty's Garden. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to my show, and we're going to have more cool videos coming on the way. I'm getting extremely passionate about what I'm doing here, and as you can see in this video, I ain't going to stop. Alright, see you soon. Bye for now.
If you're on YouTube and you don't want to miss any of my up and coming videos, make sure you hit that bell button right next to the subscribe button, and that way you'll keep updated.